Hello, Transformers fans. I am your host, RoboGamer1HD, giving you guys the latest and greatest gameplay on the highly anticipated game from back in 2010, Transformers War for Cybertron. Hold on. I got this.
Transformers War for Cybertron.
Why not? A little bit of a voice changer. Anyway, guys, so we're going into this game, and I absolutely love the Transformers War for Cybertron game. We are continuing the Autobot campaign, I should say. But previously, we were in the Decepticon campaign, so if you guys haven't seen that part to the walkthrough, be sure to check it out. This is our 10th anniversary for the Transformers War for Cybertron game. And guys, knowing it is the 10th anniversary, it just gives you the feels and the nostalgia and the craziness for this game series. I absolutely loved Transformers War for Cybertron when it first came out. I'd been playing the other games like Transformers the movie game, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, which was a great start to the multiplayer experience under Activision's name. But unfortunately, that company ran out of business and they disappeared. So unfortunately, that game actually does still have a multiplayer, but it's only on the Xbox 360 as far as I know. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure I've mentioned it already, but Transformers Revenge of the Fallen is still online on the Xbox 360, which is absolutely nuts. There may not be a lot of people playing, but it's pretty crazy that that game is still alive on the Xbox. Now, I've been tempted at times to even buy an Xbox 360 for being able to play a Transformers online game once again alone. I mean, Transformers War for Cybertron, as soon as the servers went down and everything, everybody was sad, right? Everybody was absolutely sad. And I don't want to make this entire video strictly about Transformers War for Cybertron. So, sorry, about the Transformers games and the servers and all that stuff. So we're going to jump in here to the Autobot campaign. And we are going to defend Iacon. So this is the start to the cutscene and everything. And I really do hope that you guys enjoy the rest of this walkthrough with me. We're going to be going through nostalgia, who knows what, and talking about this amazing game series. So guys, I absolutely love this series. I loved it ever since I heard of Transformers War for Cybertron from when it was in beta. And just following the news of this brand new Transformers game being in development. And it's sad that High Moon Studios is no longer making Transformers games. It really is. So we're going to jump in here as, I would go as Bumblebee, but a lot of people, you know what? It's hard to say because Bumblebee is not that sick Camaro that you see in the movies. It is his G1 style, of course, as everyone is. So we're just going to go as classic Optimus Prime. Because why not? He's the big main guy in this whole storyline of the Autobot campaign. So we're going to play as Optimus Prime.
Iacon, the capital city of the Autobots, is crumbling under the onslaught of Megatron and his Decepticons. Rumors have spread of the defeat of Omega Supreme and Autobot leader Zeta Prime. If the Autobots have any hope to band together and repel the enemy, a new hero must emerge.
You're a skilled fighter, but you shouldn't be out here alone. Autobots are no longer safe in Iacon.
The Decepticons control the airwaves. The only secure way to communicate is by messenger. I volunteered. Name's Bumblebee.
Ratchet, this Autobot needs repairs.
Be still. I'll get you fixed up.
What? No, there's no time! I need to find the Autobot called Optimus. I have important information for him.
I am Optimus.
You're... Sir, it pains me to tell you this, but our leader, Zeta Prime, is dead.
Megatron.
What of the High Council?
They've gone into hiding, cut all communication with the outside. Optimus, with Zeta Prime gone, our forces are directionless, ineffective.
The Council will emerge when it's safer. In the meantime, Ratchet, Bumblebee, you're with me.
So I actually recently got the G1 series on DVD. I was expecting to get like a 4K version, but I mean, I'm sure there's versions out there,
I'll give him that.
but
He means to
I have to say
destroy,
that
not destroy.
I got the G1 series and I started watching it and I absolutely love it. Now, sometimes you have to take breaks because it's so bloody long, and it's kind of old, but it gives you a little bit of nostalgia. I don't mind watching it again, but it's just crazy that... Oh, I don't even have controls. What is this?
This is Optimus.
Hold on.
Glad you're still
Oh, there we go.
What's your status?
We're taking heavy damage up here. Put me through to Zeta Prime. We need him to activate the planetary guns.
Zeta Prime is dead.
He's dead. What are we going to do?
I have assumed temporary command, Jetfire. Let the rest of your flight squadrons know. And don't worry, we'll get those guns online.
Temporary command.
It's pretty
Not now,
crazy
Ratchet.
that...
Jetfire needs those guns online.
It's pretty crazy that hearing that their leader died, right? Can you imagine hearing your leader die in battle or something like that? That would be crazy. But it's nuts to me that how beautiful this game was when it first came out. Like, for its time, it was awesome.
That warship's coming in pretty
And it still is. That's why I keep coming back to it. I don't know what it is that draws me to this game. Obviously, nostalgia is a big factor. But just this game series in general is just absolutely a killer. I cannot get over how amazing this game is. I loved how you can revive players too. I don't think you can do that in Fall of Cybertron. Transformers War for Cybertron played a lot like Call of Duty, which is okay with me, but in a third-person view, and I love third-person view games. I guess that's why I actually really love like games like Final Fantasy, as an example. It's third-person view, and I absolutely love it. What I do wish was a thing in this game is that the AI could also pick up Energon cubes, right? And you just see them pick up Energon cubes and you're like, oh, they just stole my Energon cube or something like that. And then they could revive themselves, right? That would be so cool. But to me, the third-person view games are probably the best looking games that you could ever play. The first-person view games, you just... Sure, you're more immersed, mind you, and I could see that especially for a VR game. But at the same time, I feel like the immersion of like the characters in third-person view, you get to see like their body movements and everything, their actions, their sadness, their quarrels and everything. Whereas with a first-person view, it's just you can't see your own character's emotion and all that stuff with everything.
The controls for the planetary guns. Activate them now.
I loved how they transformed into these gun rays and being able to, or these gun turrets, and being able to control them. It's so Cybertronian.
Yeah! Take that, Decepticons!
This is far from over, Bumblebee. The skies might be clear, but our ground forces are in disarray.
I love seeing these
We can get
guns
the communication grid back online. We'll
just
be able to
firing
coordinate
at
our offensive.
who knows what.
The communication grid is in the decagon. If we get there in time, we've got a chance.
This was pretty crazy. Seeing that gunship fall on top of you was actually nuts.
Let's move.
When I first saw that for the first time, I was like, yo, it's gonna hit us kind of thing. That's how I felt when I first saw that.
Will choose the next prime.
I had no idea it was coming too.
Stand in until that choice is made.
So a lot of people are probably gonna ask me the question in the comment section, which I wouldn't be surprised about, is about the Transformers game servers and if and when they're coming back online. One thing I would like to say, because if you guys haven't seen that video, I do suggest you guys check that out, is we have put out a video to promote people to come and help us or join our group for the re-energized server project for the Transformers games. That includes Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Transformers War for Cybertron, Transformers I think Dark the Moon was next, and then Transformers Fall of Cybertron, Transformers Rise of the Dark Spark. As bad as the game as that was, all those games we would like to revive. Now, right now, it's kind of a pipe dream because we don't even know if we're going to be able to succeed or not. But at the same time, we also are trying our best. We are trying, these are faithful fans as well, not people who are just, sure, we do have modders that are in our group too, but at the same time, we also have people that are dedicated, that love the Transformers community and want to bring back the Transformers multiplayer, bring back those experiences. And yes, we will try to monitor people that are trying to mod poorly. I mean, sorry, that are trying to mod and hack onto the online. That's one of our goals, is to try and monitor that kind of stuff as it comes. Let's get another gun here.
This will cause some trouble.
I loved these see-through elevators. It was so cool being able to see the whole view underneath your floor. It reminds me of the CN Tower in Toronto, because you can go on the glass floor and you can just see everything below you. It's absolutely nuts. But I've been watching a lot of G1. I absolutely love G1. Now, it's old, mind you. It's not stuff we're used to. But it's still got its roots. It still has its fun, and I enjoy it. As everybody knows, though, I personally absolutely loved the multiplayer for Transformers War for Cybertron. It is by far my most favorite Transformers multiplayer in the entire series. Now, the only thing that I'm not a fan of is that I can't customize my Transformers. The only thing that I can do is change his abilities, his guns, and I'm able to change his color, his decal color. That's about it. Beyond that, I can't do the customization. However, it would be cool to see if modders were able to transfer the customization parts of Fall of Cybertron into Transformers War for Cybertron. Why can't I fire at this guy? I absolutely love this soundtrack. As soon as you hear the soundtrack on Transformers War for Cybertron, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so epic, kind of thing. And that's how I felt when I first heard this music.
Found Decepticon seekers. I think you can take them out with the gun emplacements.
Understood, Jetfire.
I love how he goes punch, punch, and gets into the gun. Oh, it's so cool. Now, as you guys all know, I'm playing on controller because I absolutely love playing on controller. I mean, that's how I started Transformers War for Cybertron, and sure, I can play on PC, but I personally love the feeling of being on controller. You get the rumble in your controller, the feeling of everything. It's so nice. The immersion is much more there on the Transformers PlayStation or Xbox. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, he's right there.
Nice shooting, Optimus. Air Raid and I have control of the skies now.
Thanks, Jetfire. We need to get to the decagon fast. Are the Iacon speedways still drivable?
From the sky, they look barely usable, but you can try. Good luck, Optimus. With Zeta Prime gone, we're all looking to you now.
I'll do my best. Autobots, roll out!
Roll out! I love it. Going in these speedways, by the way, was so cool. I wish more of this was in Transformers Fall of Cybertron, to be honest, because there's so many things that they deleted from Transformers Fall of Cybertron that didn't make sense for them to delete, but also at the same time, they made things much more patched up and better. I love how that gunner just disappears in that door. I love jumping on these speedways. And then seeing them load up too. Wait, I'm curious if I were to jump over here. No! Okay. I've never tried that before. I've never tried that before in this game. See, there's small things that you can enjoy in this game that you've never seen before. I thought I could jump over there and steal their gun. That was my thought. But unfortunately, there's some things that they just don't allow you to do. Like over here, I bet you if you tried to jump over here. Actually, hold on. Oh, I can too. And it loads a completely different speedway. I love this about War for Cybertron. See, my other partners are down below. This is crazy cool. Wait, does it allow me to go down? See, they do connect. Oh wait, no, they're over there. Hold on. What's over here? I don't think I've ever been over here. Wait, does it actually connect with the next one?
Optimus, that was Soundwave.
I think this is where you're supposed to go. It's so immersive seeing these speedways just go in front of you. Yeah, this was supposed to happen. But it's cool how there's two different routes that you could go to. That was pretty cool.
Damage report. Is anyone hurt?
Nothing you can't fix.
Bumblebee, it wouldn't kill you to exercise caution.
All right, ground troops, we're here. Let's go. So my goal is to try and finish this game before the end of 2021.
We'll push him out, Optimus.
Try not to move. You're losing energy.
I'll cover you guys.
We've got to get back to the speedway.
Gotta revive this guy. Where are you guys? I don't see any snipers right now. Did something just blow up near me? So I've been watching a lot of different YouTubers that have either played on the PlayStation 3 alongside me, or people that used to play this game anyway. So I've been going across various different channels and just watching the nostalgia of other people's experiences in game in the past, or I've been watching just recent gameplay of like the past year of when they shut down the servers, and just watching people's nostalgia for the Transformers games.
You may rejoice, citizens of Iacon. Your new ruler, Megatron, has arrived. No longer will you be plagued by the burdens of freedom and choice. Henceforth, my will is the only guidance you shall require. Embrace the Decepticon way and reap its rewards, or resist and face destruction.
It's so crazy watching Megatron's head show up like that. It instantly reminds you of Broken Hope from the Escalation map, because he says the exact same line at the exact same time. So if you say you're of course you're an Autobot, but if it doesn't matter what character you are and you're in Escalation, that moment is happening at the exact same time that Optimus Prime and Bumblebee and Ratchet in this place are going through this section as this is happening. This is all over Iacon, of course, right? So it's pretty crazy to think about the small little details that you think about and see throughout Transformers War for Cybertron that connects together with the other parts of the game. Whereas Transformers Fall of Cybertron, they may have been happening at the same time, but there's not really any key connection into like Escalation versus the campaign where they intersect and they're in the same timeline kind of thing. So but see, that's just another small little tidbit of things that I love about Transformers War for Cybertron. More so, another thing that a lot of you guys probably, maybe I've already mentioned it, is
Autobots detected. Destroy them.
is the fact that the pace of Transformers War for Cybertron is so much more hardcore, I should say, and a lot cooler than Transformers Fall of Cybertron. Now, I'm not trying to dispute that War for Cybertron is any better than Fall of Cybertron, because a lot of people like to make that debate. For me personally, I will go with Transformers War for Cybertron any day, because I love how fast-paced Transformers War for Cybertron was, how many maps were on Transformers War for Cybertron.
Take out as many as you can.
I just love the speed of Transformers War for Cybertron. The pace was on point. They took away double jump
Doing what needs to be done.
and some things that could cause glitches, like things that I found. But also at the same time, there's a lot of things that they fixed with Fall of Cybertron. And there's a lot of things that I loved about Fall of Cybertron, like the character customization, which was a big thing for Fall of Cybertron.
To weaponize Dark Energon.
Dark Energon?
Dark Energon is the source of these crystals. I've read the stories, but to see it for real.
Dark Energon. I thought that was the stuff of legend.
It's crazy seeing these crystals just corrode all of Cybertron. I thought this was so neat seeing this. You know, it kind of reminds me, I think I tried to make a clan actually at one point before I joined Pwn. PWN, by the way, which was my Transformers clan. It's really crazy thinking about it, because I think I actually made a clan called Dark Energon Slayers or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember what the name was. But back on PS3, I think I tried to create a clan back then. Just watching this thing right now is actually pretty cool. Like that special effect and the shaking of the screen. That is so epic. I kind of wish more cinematic scenes like that happened in Transformers Fall of Cybertron.
Decepticon war machine.
It's funny how it didn't damage me though from that distance.
Dark Energon.
Now, of course, I already know what to do for this. This was also a pretty cool soundtrack.
Aim for the chest! Aim for the chest!
That's crazy.
Oh yeah! We got it down now! Bring on the rest of them!
That's the spirit bumblebee. Autobots, to the decagon.
To the decagon. Whoa. Oh yeah, here we go. Ah, I'm gonna go over top. It'd be kind of cool if you could barrel roll into things. I loved the melee. Okay, so that's another gripe that I have about some of these characters. Is some of the weapons that they had in Transformers Fall of Cybertron, I don't think they had from War for Cybertron, where like Optimus Prime, he has the axe, and various other things that were in G1, I think, from Cybertron. Anyway, I kind of wish certain things were allowed in Transformers. Like, it'd be cool. Okay, picture this. So, it'd be cool if you could customize, like in multiplayer, your Transformer, but specifically the story characters. So, if they kept the element of being able to customize your story character, like, say, Transformers War for Cybertron multiplayer, where you could, like, change the decals, change stuff. One thing that I do wish that they could do is that they had the option to customize your melee weapon. But like Transformers War for Cybertron multiplayer, throw that kind of customization in the campaign mode for the specific story characters that are allowed for that campaign, for that story, for that level, that kind of thing. I would love that kind of thing. I think I just lost connection. There we go. But it would be so cool. Because then you could go in like Fall of Cybertron and just change to whatever weapon you wanted. Whatever melee weapon that suits your fancy and suits your playstyle as to your style of play or what you prefer. That'd be cool. Like, for those of you guys who went and saw the Easter eggs in Transformers Fall of Cybertron, you could actually see Optimus Prime's axe. And I think something from Grimlock as well. I'm not 100% on that. But I'm pretty sure you could see Optimus Prime's axe in storage, which was pretty cool. One other thing that I have a gripe about Fall of Cybertron, and you guys are probably getting the vibes here that there's a lot of things that I didn't enjoy that Fall of Cybertron did, such as the running.
Oh, great! The speedway is out!
like the running, for example.
What's your status?
Still working on clearing that path for you, Optimus. These Decepticons are really stubborn. Be advised, I've got some defenders near your position, engaging some Decepticon war machines.
So, the running in Transformers Fall of Cybertron, I was okay with, but I also didn't like it because it substituted the double jump. It also substituted the fact that you're used for vehicle transformation. So that's how I kind of felt about Transformers, about Transformers Fall of Cybertron for some of the things that they changed. Okay, so there's also this other thing too, is during beta of Transformers Fall of Cybertron for the multiplayer, when I was playing the beta for Transformers Fall of Cybertron, the multiplayer, they actually had double jump at one point. And then someone actually tried, I'm pretty sure I remember someone actually on PC modding that back on when they removed it. I think it was only like the first day that the multiplayer beta came out on Fall that there was an issue where the double jump was still able to be done on Fall. And I think they ruled it as it was a mistake or something like that. So it was kind of funny just to hear that alone.
It's open. Let's go.
But I think they realized quickly that, oh, double jump does not work in Fall of Cybertron, so they removed it altogether.
Heads up! We've got another Decepticon war machine dead ahead.
Autobots, take it down.
Okay, I gotta revive this guy.
Aim for the chest.
If I don't get smothered. This music too was also pretty epic. And the way the music ended after you defeated some kind of mini boss or something, that was also pretty cool. Let me just get some ammo. Ooh, what do we got here? Another blaster. I'm just knocking into things. All right. So I'm gonna let you guys in on a little bit of a secret. So yes, I have been working on the revival for the Transformers multiplayer games, or the multiplayer on the Transformers games. But I've also been taking a little bit of a break too, because I've been playing other games like Mario Party. I've been coming back to old games like BioShock 2, playing that multiplayer, and you may think it's dead, but there's actually a dedicated group of people that are like in Discord and jumping in and still playing the multiplayer, which is pretty cool. And that's kind of what I wished for Transformers, is even though there was very little population, and even if the servers do get revived, there probably will be a little bit, like a small population, but there will still be people willing to play the multiplayer, play against other people, and play other Transformers fans. May not be a lot, but at least it revives the multiplayer and connects the Transformers community again.
Going to have to ride the turbines to reach the other side.
Okay. When I first tried this, I died so many times, and I did this in co-op too, which was kind of funny. I hated these turning platforms. It was like snore, snore.
Megatron have destroyed your unworthy leader, Zeta Prime. Now, you have the
Little did you know, Megatron, that a new leader was born that day.
shall not be denied. Citizens of Iacon, I, Megatron, have destroyed your unworthy leader, Zeta Prime.
It would be kind of cool to see that commentary in Escalation as well. But then it wouldn't make sense because you can actually play as Zeta Prime in Escalation. Ooh! I love that.
Less Decepticon to worry about.
Alright. What do we got here? Some ammo, some energon. Let's roll.
Come on, guys. We're almost there.
Autobots, lock and load. Taking back the decagon won't be easy.
You know, some things after playing Transformers War for Cybertron, you forget a little bit. And then you remember some scenes, right?
Optimus, your path is clear. I'll move on and flank the Decepticons in the northern sector.
You have my thanks, old friend. Good hunting.
Good hunting. Nice. I'm not going to need to use the scatter blaster. Don't want to use that just yet. It's so crazy seeing these things in the background transforming. These are some things that you never saw in Transformers Fall of Cybertron. Mainly because Fall of Cybertron was dying. But at the same time, I still wish there was things that I could still see come to life. Like Omega Supreme and various different characters. Like, that was cool seeing those characters in Fall of Cybertron. Wait, Omega Supreme? Metroplex. That's what I meant. He's just standing there getting shot. Oh my goodness. The AI was a little bit buggy, I will admit.
Right to the top of the stairs!
Right behind you, Doc.
I would love to see those glowing Decepticons more often. Yes, Ironhide.
That guy should have stayed home.
I loved watching Ironhide.
Hurry up! I'm not gonna
Okay.
stand there like this all day! Thanks, Ironhide.
Do you remember in Fall of Cybertron when Ironhide and Optimus Prime had to lift up a big boulder? Ironhide lifted this up like it was nothing in War for Cybertron, whereas in Fall of Cybertron, it took 2 people to do it.
Optimus, the
Mind you, it's probably a bigger
communication
boulder.
grid is located at the top of the decagon. We need to
Not a
find a lift
statue.
up.
You've got the schematics, Ratchet. Lead the way.
Ooh, yes. Let's destroy some Seekers here. Right between the optics. Yeah, these glowing guys that I just killed. Those guys would be cool to see in Fall of Cybertron. Just seeing the glow
The elevator's wrecked. We'll need to find another way up.
of the different enemies.
Rerouting power to weapons.
One thing that I didn't understand was Cybertron was supposed to be dying, right? In Fall of Cybertron. You would think that, oh, Cybertron's supposed to be a much darker game. Like, Fall of Cybertron, you would think it's supposed to be a darker game, but in reality,
This place is unbelievable.
There.
I mean, they're both dark games, I guess you could say, because Cybertron's dying.
Reactivated by a
I think the idea that the developers went with was hope. Like in the end of Transformers Fall of Cybertron, it was supposed to be a game about hope, whereas War for Cybertron is a game about despair and depression and stuff like that, because Cybertron's dying and all this stuff. Their homeworld's dying.
Let's get to the broadcast room up top.
I think
so
that's
we can
what
reconnect
the idea was
Iacon's
back then.
defenses.
The elevator's busted.
I feel like
How do we get up
both
there?
should have been dark games, and I kind of wish they kept the filter idea a little bit.
Take a little longer, but it should work.
Let's do it. Then we can strike back at the Decepticons in full force.
I don't know. I guess I'm a person that likes edgy content. Why am I not going up? Oh. Elevator up, ladies and gentlemen. Bumblebee, get on! No! How do we get rid of this? Ah. Okay. Oh, okay. I completely forgot about that part. Come on, Ratchet. Don't be like Bumblebee. Don't be like Bumblebee. Dude, come on. Oh, okay. That's one thing that I hated about the transformation of some of the Decepticon AI. You could not hit them. The thing that sucked about that is that it transferred over into escalation. And sometimes it would cost you your life by not being able to melee that enemy. I've had that a few times.
Just down another one.
I can't see him from that angle.
Nice work.
There we go. Elevator up. Okay, that was kind of interesting seeing this fog line and then us just going right through it.
The service lift is over there. Move.
It's just a flat layer.
Give me a moment.
So yeah, there's some things in War for Cybertron that could have been fixed. There's a lot of things that allowed you to do glitches like I found, being the king of glitches and all, as people would say. It's funny how I could find all of these glitches in both Transformers, War for Cybertron, and Fall of Cybertron. And they still persist into basically every single Transformers game that you played. But I may bash Transformers Fall of Cybertron a lot, but at the same time, they both had their strengths and weaknesses. That's how I like to look at both Transformers War for Cybertron and Transformers Fall of Cybertron. Because It's like a 50-50 split. There's things that Transformers War for Cybertron did really great, and then there's other things that Transformers Fall of Cybertron did great. Like, they fixed a lot of glitches. They fixed a lot of things. They added a lot of great things like character customization. There's a lot of things that Transformers War for Cybertron did. Like, I mean, the environments, the graphics, the characters, the transformation, the movement speed. There's things that both games had pros and cons about. But in my eyes, whether it's a nostalgia factor or not, I think I always loved Transformers War for Cybertron better. That's just me.
Trying to restore your precious grid, Autobots? How pathetic.
How pathetic.
You have committed crimes against Iacon, Starscream. It's time to pay for them.
I think not. Optimus, is it? Prepare to die.
Prepare to die. All right, Starscream, bring it on. Oh, you dashed really good on that one. I forgot how agile he was. Look at him dashing around.
You're no match for the speed and power of Starscream. You'll see me again, Autobots. That's a promise.
Run, you yellow-plated coward!
Good work, Autobots. Now, let's coordinate the city's defenses.
To anyone receiving this broadcast, this is Zeta Prime. I am being held captive in Megatron's Kaon prison complex.
Prime is alive? Ratchet, home in on that signal and boost it. On it!
I am downloading vital information that could help the Autobots win the war. Hurry, Autobots. I don't know how much longer I have.
Optimus, let's go! We have to save Zeta Prime!
That wasn't Zeta Prime, Optimus. It couldn't be.
The message carried his unique data signature, Ratchet.
Perhaps, but we both saw the wreckage of what Megatron did to him. No one could survive that.
Even if there is the smallest possibility that Zeta is alive, we must act.
Optimus, it's a trap. Surely you see that.
A chance we'll have to take. Hang on, Zeta, my friend. I have a plan.
I absolutely loved how the camera movement spinned from Optimus Prime to Ratchet back to Optimus Prime again in that scene. That was probably one of the coolest camera works of how not only the music played into that scene, but also at the same time of the desperation and the TV analyst style work of the camera movement went from Ratchet to Optimus Prime to Ratchet again. Now, they probably could have done that camera work a little bit better and made it more TV-like or cinematic-like, where they just do a hard cut or something like that from one character to another. But at the same time, it felt very in the moment in the scene, and it felt good, right? So, but also when I first saw that of hearing Zeta Prime get like he was alive, it shocked me. It shocked me when I first played this. I thought, whoa, Zeta Prime's alive? How? It's probably a trap kind of thing, right? So I had no clue that Zeta Prime was still alive, and I was like, yeah, we gotta go save him kind of thing. Because I actually really liked Zeta Prime. For those of you who do not know, more so, I mean, I loved his character, but also at the same time, I loved his transformation and his chassis, like his chest piece to the back of his vehicle and everything like that. It was just such a cool looking chassis. And if you guys haven't seen, there are some people that have modded. I believe one of the people that are working on our server revival project, Foop, he also was actually he worked on Zeta Prime. and bringing Zeta Prime into Transformers Fall of Cybertron, which was pretty cool actually. And it's really cool because you get to see the vibrant colors of Zeta Prime without the War for Cybertron filter on. I really like Zeta Prime as a character, and I would love to play him in like really any Transformers game, honestly. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool seeing that end scene there. So I'm looking forward to playing the rest with you guys and all that stuff. So be sure to stick around. If you guys enjoyed this episode, you guys will love the rest of the episodes going forward. I have so much to talk about of my experience in the past, of just things going on now to things going on from the past, of how I got into Transformers, how I got into the Transformers series by High Moon Studios, and all these various amazing Transformers games that are kind of dead now, but also still playable for the campaign wise anyway. And yeah, so I'm super excited. I cannot wait to join you guys more on this journey on the 10th anniversary for Transformers War for Cybertron. I cannot wait to play more, and I'm just so excited, guys. So thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button, share this to your friends, share the 10th anniversary with them, sharing the nostalgia factor. Comment your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you have comments, questions, I will try to answer them as best I can when I can. And other than that, guys, please hit the subscribe button if you guys really enjoy my content. I have lots of things from Transformers gaming news updates for games, for Transformers games, to these games, to the server revival project updates and various other things, Transformers revival projects, to all of this awesome content. I have various other things like anime RPGs, Batman, Blue Protocol, you name it. There's a lot of content going on my channel, and a lot of brand new games that are coming in the near future, and I cannot wait to share that with each and every one of you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed all of this awesome content, and I look forward to seeing you guys all in my next video. Robo out.